Now, yes, Ali, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Please turn on your camera. Now, in the previous class, we were talking about unit circle, and we were trying to like we have also proved the identities, that is sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1 with the help of this unit circle. Okay, unit circle means nothing but just like maintaining the radius as the one unit. We have drawn a circle. So this is a circle where the radius of this circle is 1 unit. This point's coordinate is 1 comma 0. This point's coordinate is x is 0, y is 1. This point's coordinate is x is negative 1 and y is 0. And this point's coordinate is x is 0 and y is negative 1. Okay, this is how we have constructed the unit circle, and we were talking about the unit circle. We have taken a random point P, whose coordinate at first we have taken as a comma b, but later on we realized that this ab is nothing but cos x and sin x. Okay, where x is the angle which it is creating. So this is nothing but cos x and sin x. A is sin cos x and B is sin x. That's what we have found in the previous class. And then the point P is nothing but cos x sin x. And accordingly, we have taken out the value. We have just extended the table. Okay. Today we'll be solving question. However, the graph of trigonometric function is also there, which is very important. Okay, we need to discuss the graph, like how we are having the graph of sine theta, how the graph of cos theta, graph of tan theta, sec theta. Okay, each and every graph we'll be discussing. But today, at first, let's solve few questions, because so many classes, if I will just keep on continuing with the theoretical part, then you will not be able to understand where to apply this concept. Okay, so today we'll be discussing where, in which type of question we can apply the concepts which we have learned so far. Okay, which we have discussed so far. So cos x sin x. Now one more thing, in previous, when you were in lower class, that time only you have learned that this is what? This is the first quadrant. This is the first quadrant. This is second quadrant. Ali, I said something no when I started the class. If you are not able, if there is any particular reason, please let me know.
Ma'am, I do not hear what you said.
I said that please turn on the camera. Yes. Okay. Now in each and every class you are going to join, and once I'll start, you have to turn on the camera. Okay. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and this is fourth quadrant. In first quadrant, if we will just apply the previous knowledge which we are already having, we understand in first quadrant x is positive and y is also positive. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, in the second quadrant, we know that x is positive or negative. X is positive or negative. X is positive in the second quadrant. X is positive or x is negative?
Negative.
Negative. And y is
Positive.
perfect. In third quadrant, x is negative and y is
Positive. No, sorry. Y is also negative.
And in the fourth quadrant, X is
Positive.
and Y is.
Negative.
Now, while discussing about the unit circle, when we have taken a random point P, we realize that the coordinate is cos x sin x. So now instead of saying the like x coordinate, y coordinate, can you see x coordinate over here is cos x and y coordinate over here is sin x. So in first quadrant, both are positive. If I will say in first quadrant, cos is also positive, sin is also positive. Is it making sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
In second quadrant, if we will compare it with the coordinate that is cos x sin x, can we say that in second quadrant cos is negative, sin is positive? Can we say
Yes.
first quadrant cos positive, sin positive? In second quadrant cos is negative and sin is positive. In third quadrant cos is negative, yes or no? And sin is
Negative.
also negative. And in fourth quadrant,
Cos is positive and sin is negative.
cos is positive and sin is negative. From here also we are getting one result. Okay, we will be saying that since in the first quadrant cos and sin both are positive, and hence tan will be positive. Okay, tan means sin by cos. Tan will be positive, cot will be positive, sec will be positive, and cosec will be positive. And that's why we say that in first quadrant all these trigonometric ratios are positive. Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, in the second quadrant, cos is negative, sin is positive. And due to this, if cos is negative, sin is positive, tan will be negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative. Similarly, cot will be negative. Cosec will be
Positive.
positive. And sec will be
Positive.
sec. Sec. Cos is negative. Then sec
Negative.
is negative. Okay. That's why we say that in second quadrant everything negative except sine and cosec, which are dependent on each other. First quadrant all positive, since sine and cos both was positive, and due to that the remaining trigonometric ratio came out as a positive. In the second quadrant, in the second quadrant, in the second quadrant, sine is positive. Due to that cosec is also positive, and remaining all the trigonometric ratios are negative. In the third quadrant, sine is also negative, cos is also negative. Yeah. In third quadrant, sine also negative, cos also negative. So due to that, can we say tan will be positive or negative? Sine negative, sine negative, cos also negative. Then tan will be yes,
Negative.
tan will be negative. Negative by negative is negative. Negative by negative is Negative
Ma'am,
by
won't they get cancelled?
yes, it will get cancelled, right? Negative by negative will be positive. Yes or no? Ali, are you getting
Yes,
Ali?
ma'am.
In third quadrant, sign negative, cos negative. Due to that, tan will be negative by negative. That means positive. Tan means sin theta by cos theta. If sin is negative, cos is negative, the result will be positive. Okay, similarly, cot will also be positive. And what about cosec and sec? Cosec will be
Positive.
sine is negative and cos is also negative in the third quadrant. Then cosec will be
Negative.
negative. Sec will be.
Negative.
Now we are going to conclude. In third quadrant, sine is negative, cos negative, all negative except tan and cot. Tan and cot are positive because negative by negative is becoming positive. Getting it? Now in the fourth quadrant, cos, the first one is representing the cos. Cos is positive and sine is negative. Now tell me, if cos is positive and sine is negative, then tan will be.
Ma'am, and fourth cos will be negative, right?
Can you see in fourth quadrant, plus minus sign we are having, and the P point coordinate, can you see it is cos x comma sin x?
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Okay, that's from there we are getting. Okay, in our, according to our class 9 concept, fourth quadrant, the x coordinate will be positive and the y coordinate will be negative. And now our coordinate, how we are taking the coordinate? So coordinate is in the form of cos x comma sin x, and that's how we are doing the comparison and we are finding. So in the fourth quadrant, cos is positive and sine is negative. Okay, due to that, tan will be positive or negative. Ali and Alina,
Ma'am, it will be negative.
negative. Okay, cot will also be negative. Cosec will be negative.
Positive.
Cosec means cosec is dependent on sine, and here sine is negative. So cosec will be
Negative.
okay, and sec will be positive. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's summarize everything. Whatever we discussed so far. Four quadrants are there. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratio positive, all positive. In second quadrant, x is negative and y is positive. Okay, and if we will compare it with our coordinate, that is cos x comma sin x, then we realize that here sine is positive one, and due to that cosec is also positive. So here sine and cosec is positive, and remaining all are negative. In third quadrant we understand the coordinate is in this form, and we have taken the coordinate over here in this form. So in third quadrant, both negative. Due to that, tan and cot came out as a positive, and remaining all are negative. So here I am just listing down the positive one. Here all positive, here this two positive, here this two positive, and in the fourth quadrant, x is positive, y is negative, and our coordinate looks like this. Cos is positive, sine negative. Due to that, just cos and sec, this two became positive. Is it crystal clear to both of you? Ali and Alina,
Yes, ma'am.
memorize it. In first quadrant, all positive. In second quadrant, sine positive. Due to that, cosec will be positive, which we have to understand. In third quadrant, tan positive, and in fourth quadrant, cos positive. And there are so many sentences, and from those so many sentences which will help us to remember this theory, I'm writing one over it. Okay, so I'm writing that there is a phrase, there is a sentence which will help us recalling it every time whenever we have to recall that in which quadrant which one is positive and negative. Every time we will not be thinking about the concept of unit circle. Now when you will go in class 12, when you will start doing the calculus part and everything, that time you won't be able to just quickly recall the concept of unit circle. Okay, however, the theory, the formulas, the deduction which we are doing with the help of unit circle, that must be there in your mind, that this formula is there. Just like cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. Cos of minus theta is just cos theta. Sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So this concept you have to memorize, you have to keep it in your mind, and whatever we are discussing for now, you have to understand everything clearly. But when you will be like after few months, you will not be able to recall like the whole concept of unit circle. The main theory, main point, you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, so here you just have to keep it in your mind that in first quadrant all positive, second quadrant sine positive, third quadrant tan positive, fourth quadrant cos positive. And for that there is a sentence: add sugar to coffee. Add means a, add means all. Add means all means the A letter is representing all. Okay. Sugar means the S letter is representing sign is positive. The third one, two, this T alphabet is representing tan is positive over here. And fourth, this coffee, this C is representing that cos is positive over here. Okay, add sugar to coffee. First quadrant, all positive. In second quadrant, sugar means sign positive. In third quadrant, T, okay, tan positive. And in fourth quadrant, coffee, C, it starts with the letter C. So C means cos positive. Getting it? Getting it? This sentence is just going to help you to recall it whenever you want to recall. Getting it? Ali and Alina, is it crystal clear so far?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you understood so far, then let's start solving the questions.
Ma'am, can you scroll up? I was writing. Ma'am, done.
Let's start solving the questions. If cos x is minus 3 by 5, x lies in the third quadrant, why this happened? Just a just a second. Let me stop sharing this too. I'm sharing it again. So if cos x is minus 3 by 5 and x lies in the third quadrant, okay, find the values of other 5 functions. Cos x is given, okay, and x lies in the third quadrant. This type of question you have also done in the previous class. When one of the trigonometric ratio is given, then we can find the other trigonometric ratio also. So if cos x is given, then we are having a identity, that is sin square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. If cos x is given, then sin x we can find with the help of this identity. Yes or no? And if sin x and cos x we are having in hand, then tan, cot, cosec, sec, all will be there. Yes or no? We have to find the values of all 5 trigonometric ratio. Are you getting? How can we do so? Are you getting it? Ali and Alina.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. If cos theta is given, then we will be using this identity to take out what is sin x, and then we will be finding the remaining trigonometric functions also. So plus cos x is minus 3 by 5 whole square is equals to 1. Okay, let's do the calculation. Sin square x plus minus 3 by 5 whole square is what? Please do the calculation and tell me what is sin x. Do it, Ali and Alina. Please do it quickly and let me know what is sin x. What is sin x?
Ma'am, is it minus 4 by 5?
Minus 4 by 5. 9 by 25 is equals to 1. So sin square x is equals to 1 minus 9 by 25. 25 minus 9, 16 by 25. Sin square x is 16 by 25. So sin x will be plus minus 4 by 5. But this time the concept is which value to take, plus 4 by 5, minus 4 by 5, or both the cases, So here for that there is a particular sentence, that is x, the angle x lies in third quadrant. In third quadrant, sine and cos both are, let's recall the statement, add sugar to coffee. In third quadrant, in first quadrant all positive, in second quadrant sine positive, due to that cosec is also positive. In third quadrant 2 means tan positive, and remaining all are negative. Due to tan, cot is also positive. Okay, and in the fourth quadrant cos is positive. So here x is lying in which quadrant? The angle x is lying in third quadrant. That means cos is negative, which is already given, and sine, which we have taken out the value, plus minus 4 by 5, we need to take the negative value. Getting it? Yes, Ali, perfect. It will be minus 4 by 5. Because the angle x is lying in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, sine is negative. Accordingly, we have chosen the negative answer for sine. Now we can find the other trigonometric ratio. Tan we can find. Okay. Tan x also we can find by using this concept, sin x by cos x. What is sin x? Minus 4 by 5. What is cos x? Minus 3 by 5. Please tell me what is tan x? What is tan? Ali and Alina.
4 by 3.
If we know tan, then cot will be
3 by 4.
cosec will be sine is minus 4 by 5. Then cosec will be
Minus 5 by 4.
and cos is minus 3 by 5. So sec will be minus 5 by 3. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, if this is the question, cot x is equals to minus 5 by 12, and here x lies in second
Ma'am,
quadrant.
could you scroll up for a minute?
Here or
Up.
this part or
Okay, ma'am.
question?
Okay, ma'am, you can scroll down.
Please do it no earlier and earlier. Able to do it early and early. Are you able to do cot x is minus 5 by 12 and x lies in the second quadrant? Find the value of other trigonometric ratio. What is the value of sine, cos, tan, cosec, sec. Are you doing it? Yes, Ali and Alina, are you doing it, or you are like any confusion? Tan is minus 12 by 5, perfect. Sine is just 12. Cos is minus 5. So let me check. We are having one identity. Three identities you have learned in the previous class. The first one is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. The second one was sec square theta minus tan square x. If you are taking x, then you can take x with both of them. The third identity was cosec square minus cot square is equals to 1. Okay. So here cot is given. So obviously we can use the third identity. Okay. So if we will be using the third identity, directly we will be getting cosec. Cosec square minus cot. Cot is minus 5 by 12. That's whole square is equals to 1. Are you doing like this, Ali and Alina? Cosec square x minus 25 by 12, that is 144 is equals to 1. Cosec square x is equals to 1 plus 25 by 144. If we will add them, what are we going to get? Cosec is there. What are we going to get? 144 plus 25, that is 144 plus 25 is yes. Is it 169 by 144? Is it so? Yes or no? Cosec x, there are two possible answers, 13 by 12. Are we going to take the positive one or negative one according to x? X lies in second quadrant. In second quadrant, cosec is positive or negative? Ali and Alina. In second quadrant, cosec is positive or negative?
Ma'am, positive.
Positive. Okay. So we'll be taking cosec x is equals to 13 by 2. And hence sine will be sine x
Ma'am,
will
I
be.
didn't understand from where 1 by 69 came.
You see this identity, Alina? Cosec square x minus cot square x is 1. Here at the place of cot, if we will substitute the value, can you see it came out as a 5 square, that is 25 by 144,
Yes, ma'am.
which we have shifted to other side. Then we will be taking the LCM 144. And in numerator 144 plus 25, 459. Yeah. It is 169. Can you see it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and from here we are getting cosec x as a two possible answer plus minus 13 by 12. Now the confusion is, are we going to take the positive 13 by 12 or negative 13 by 12? So since x lies in second quadrant means sine and cosec is positive. So we will be taking cosec as a positive result, 13 by 12. And due to that, now we know cosec, we can also write what will be sine x. What will be sine x now?
12
What
by
will be?
13.
It will be 12 by 3. If we know sine, then we can also find cos, right? By using which identity? By using this identity. Sine square x plus cos square x is equals to 1. Quick we'll be doing. Okay, sine square x, it will be 12 by 13 square and cos square x, like this. We'll be having 144 by 169. Okay, cos square x, that is 1. Cos square x, or or rather than using this identity, there is a simple approach that cot x is equals to what? Cos x by sin x, right? Right? Cot x value is given over here, minus 5 by 12. Now only we have found sin is 12 by 13. Let's do the simplification. This complete we can shift to other side, and that will sit in the sit with multiplication sign. Okay. If here only 2 will be there, that 2, like for example, suppose we are having 1 by 3 is equals to a by b. If you will be shifting this b to other side, of course it will get multiplied. Okay, 1 by 3 into b will be there, and a. Similarly, this 12 by 13, if directly you will shift to other side, whatever way you are comfortable with doing the calculation, please do it your own way. Okay, this is how also, this is also one of the way. Minus 5 by 12 is there, and directly 12 by 13 will come. Okay. 12 gone, we are left with cos x is equals to negative. Cos x is equals to negative 5 by 13. Getting it? Getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And in second quadrant, if we will apply the logic, we can understand. In second quadrant, of course, this cos is negative. And from this cos, we can take out sec also. Yes, Ali, is it crystal clear? Is it clear? Is it clear, Ali? Yes, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Alina, to you it's clear, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So if this type of question will be there, you can understand we are having three identity, and from those identities, rather than taking it like this, Alina, you should never do this mistake. Cot x means cos by sine. We cannot say that cos is minus 5 and sine is 2. We cannot say that. Okay? In when we are having anything ratio in the ratio form, this is how we cannot separate. If suppose like always, I don't know, maybe in this class I have given this example or not. If I will find your age, Alina's age, over my age, okay, my age, and if the ratio is, if the ratio is, let's say, 1 is to 3, okay, then we cannot say that your age is 1 year and my age is 3 year. We cannot say that. Okay, there is a, like, after canceling the common number, we have got this ratio 1 by 3. Actually, in actual, it can be any number. It can be any number, maybe like this. Okay, it can be any number which after getting when you will cancel it out, then you will be having a certain fraction, so that whatever fraction is there, that is not, like, you cannot separate the fraction. You cannot say the numerator's term is this, the denominator's term is this. Just like the scenario for cos theta, cot theta. Cot theta means cos by sine, so we cannot say. Okay, so I'm trying to explain that cot means cos by sine. We cannot say whatever is reflecting in the numerator, that is cos, and whatever is reflecting in the denominator, that is sine. That we will not do. That is blunder mistake, and we are not going to do so. Okay, so we will be using the identity and then we will be finding the other trigonometric ratio. If this part is clear to you, then let's proceed. Now we will try finding the angles. Now before starting finding these angles, first let me help you recalling the concept which we have already discussed. We were discussing in the last class that sine, if 2 pi plus theta will be there, that means that is equals to sine theta. Okay, if sine pi plus pi by 3 will be having, that is same as sine pi by 3. Why? Because 2 pi means one complete revolution. And after one complete revolution, if pi by 3 you are going that angle, and previously just pi by 3 angle with this trigonometric ratio, that is the same scenario. We were discussing it in the previous class, and I told you that if you are having 2 pi plus pi by 3, it is just sine pi by 3. And instead of 2 pi, even if you are having 2 times 2 pi means one complete revolution. You can also take this 2 pi means 360 degree. 360 degree plus pi by 3, that means just sine pi by 3. 2 times 360 degree plus pi by 3, that is also just sine pi by 3. Okay, in radian, if we are taking the angle, then everything we must talk about in radian. So that's why 2 pi and pi by 3. So, or if you want to understand the same concept with the help of like angle in degree, then this is how you can see sine 360 degree plus 30 degree, it will be equals to sine 30. Okay, 2 times 360 sine 30, 3 times 360 sine 30, 5 times 360, and plus sine plus this extra angle, it is also same as sine 30. And same for the cos also. Okay, same for the cos also, that 5 times 360 then 30 degree extra, whatever the extra angle is there after completing the revolution. Like it can be 3 revolution, 4 revolution, 5 revolution, any number of revolution. We have got one formula from here that n times in terms of pi we have discussed. This 360 degree we write in terms of pi, that means 2 pi. N times 2 pi plus, if whatever angle is there, it will be just same as sine theta. Okay, similarly cos n times 2 pi plus any angle you are having, pi by 6 or whatever, it will be just same as cos pi by 6. Okay, if you understand this scenario, then let's start solving the question. Just a second. Suppose we are having sine 31 pi by 3, and this angle we have to take it. Carefully we will try to understand the scenario. Sine 31 pi by 3, this angle's value we have to take in our trigonometric table. Okay, the ratios, trigonometric ratios table, which we have learned, which you have learned in the previous class. Okay, 30 degree, 60 degree, 45 degree, 90 degree and all. Here we saw the same table in terms of radian. Okay, sine pi by 3, pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 2. Okay, and then extended version, so that is sine pi 3 pi by 2. So extended version of the same table we have discussed in the previous class. Now this angle we have to find. We don't know. We don't know what will be the value of this angle. This angle was not there in our table, right? Right? This angle was not there in our table. Was it there? Do you know how to find it? Do you know how to find it? Yes, anyone? Ali and Alina, do you know how to find it?
No.
Okay, so what we will do over here, we will use the concept, this concept. Okay, 2 pi 2 pi into any number plus the extra angle theta. This is how we will try creating this like this. Okay, so what we will do, let's do the division. If just 31 we are taking and we are doing the division, what are we getting? 3 1 times 3 and 1 we will copy, 0 will be, so 10 1 by 3. We can write it like this. Yes or no? 31 pi by 3 can be written as 10 1 by 3 pi. Yes or no? We can write it like this. If you are at first, let's understand with the without pi. So this is how we can write it in terms of mixed fraction. We were having improper fraction, we have converted it in mixed fraction. And in the while doing the conversion of the angle, we realize that this 10 1 by 3 is nothing but 10 plus 1 by 3. But along with that, pi is there. So what? We will be saying it is 10 pi plus 1 by 3 pi. Or we will be saying that it is 10 pi plus pi by 3. Then this 10 pi, is it going to help us? Yes, it will help us. How? How it will help? I am going to write 31 pi by 3 means sine of, just a second. So here 31 pi by 3 we are having. Ali and Alina, are you there? Can we write it like this? 10 pi plus pi by 3. How we are writing it like this? From here we are writing it like this. Can we write it like this? 10 pi plus pi by 3? We can, right? Now this 10 pi means what? Sine. We can write it as a multiple of 2 pi. 5 into 2 pi plus pi by 3. Now only we were discussing anything, any number into 2 pi. With the extra angle is nothing. It is nothing but just sine pi by 3. Yes or no? Yes or no? तो कैसे भी करके कोशिश करेंगे कि यहाँ पे इवन नंबर जैसे कि 2 पाई 4 पाई 6 पाई 8 पाई 10 पाई ओके 12 पाई 14 पाई कोई इवन नंबर के साथ पाई आ जाए और उसके बाद हम लोग एडेड फॉर्म या सबट्रैक्टेड फॉर्म जो भी एंगल होगा वो लिख लेंगे. ठीक है? क्यों इवन नंबर में, क्यों नहीं ऑड नंबर में? ध्यान से सोचो, अगर ऑड नंबर यहाँ पे रहता, अगर 10 पाई के जगह पे 11 पाई रहता तो ये पॉसिबल था क्या? इसको रिप्रेजेंट हम लोग कर सकते थे क्या 2 पाई इनटू एनी नंबर? नहीं ना. इसीलिए यहाँ पे इवन नंबर ही हम लोग क्रिएट करने की कोशिश करेंगे. 10 पाई है तो उसको हम लोग अज्यूम कर सकते हैं 10 पाई का मतलब होता है 5 इंटू 2 पाई। 10 पाई की जगह पे अगर 12 पाई भी होता तो हम लोग लिख पाते 6 इंटू 2 पाई। ठीक है, तो हम लोग ये वाला सिनेरियो बनाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे n इंटू 2 पाई। ठीक है, अगर ऐसा कुछ क्रिएट हम लोग कर पा रहे तो उसका मतलब होता है कि एक पूरा रिवोल्यूशन लेके एक्स्ट्रा एंगल साइन मूव किया है, दैट इज नथिंग बट जस्ट साइन थीटा। हियर इट इज नथिंग बट जस्ट साइन थीटा एंड साइन पाई बाय 3 वैल्यू इज, what is the value for sin pi by 3? What is the value for sin pi by 3?
3 by 2.
It crystal clear to you both?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you copied it? Okay, let's continue. Let me take the next example. And 19 pi by 3. Let's do the division. We can write it as 19 by 3. We can write it as a 6. 1 by 3. Yes or no? So 19 pi by 3, we can write it as a 6 pi plus pi by 3. Are you getting it, Ali and Alina? Are you getting it?
Yes.
Now 6 pi means what? From here directly you can write tan pi by 3, but 6 pi means what? Just for the clarity, 6 pi means 2 pi into 3 plus pi by 3. And if it is like for sine, for cos, if it is applicable, then of course for tan also it is applicable, because tan is nothing but just the combination of sine and cos. So we'll be having tan pi by 3. What is the value for tan pi by 3?
Root 3.
Root 3. Now in the previous class, if this so far it is clear, then in the previous class we were discussing one more concept, that in our unit circle, just a second, let me take the scenario. In our unit circle, if we have taken the angle over here, the coordinate was cos x comma sin x, where this x is the angle in anti-clockwise direction. But we realize that when we are taking the same angle, exactly same thing we are taking. Just a second. The same angle if we are taking towards clockwise direction, the same angle, like here is also x, but here also x, in clockwise direction when we have taken, so angle will be, we will be having negative angle. Okay, and due to that we realize that the coordinate, this cos x is as it is, but the other coordinate became minus sin x. Yes or no? And from there we realize that cos of minus x is just cos x, and sine of minus x is minus sin x, right? We have discussed it already in the previous class, right? Now if we are having sine of 2 pi plus theta, we are saying that it is nothing but just sine theta. Similarly, if we are having cos of 2 pi plus theta, it is nothing but just cos theta. But what if we will be having, what if we are going to have sine of 2 pi minus theta, or maybe cos of 2 pi minus theta? Then what will happen? So 2 pi means one complete revolution, plus theta means just more than that. Okay, more than that, just more than that. And what about 2 pi minus theta? That means the angle will be over here in the fourth quadrant. Here complete is 2 pi, and minus theta means just somewhere here, somewhere here. That's 2 pi minus theta. Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay, sine 2 pi plus theta, just sine theta. Cos 2 pi plus theta, just cos theta. Okay, similarly here we are having one concept, that cos 2 pi minus theta is cos theta. Sine 2 pi minus theta will be negative sine theta. From this concept, if you are able to connect the same, you can connect it. Can you say it? Can you say it? Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we will be using this concept. And same, it's not just for 2 pi, it is for n into 2 pi also. Same for the cos, it is not just for 2 pi, it is n into 2 pi also. Okay, now let's use this concept. if we are having cos of minus 1710 degree, then find the value. Find the value of this particular angle. We don't know how to find such a huge angle. We don't know. Is it possible even? We will be thinking about it. For now, we know that cos of minus theta. For now, we just discussed that cos of minus theta is just, it's just cos theta. Is it so? Is it so? Yes or no? It is cos theta. So can we write it is nothing but cos 1710? Can we? Can we write it like this?
Yes.
Now we will be thinking about how to break it, this angle. Okay. So we understand 360 plus something or 360 minus something, or maybe 360 into any number, like that if we can represent. So if we will try dividing it by 360, what are we going to get? Completely 360 will divide how many times? 3 4 times 12. I'm looking at this number. If division, I need to show you quickly how to figure it out. So 3 and 17, 3 5 times 15, 3 6 times 18. So 5, maybe 5 we need to take. Maybe, we are not sure. We will be checking in the rough part. 360 into 5 is 6 5 times 30, 0, carry 3, 5 3 times 15, 16 17 18, 1800 we are getting. But that is bigger. But that is bigger. So can we take 360 into 4? What is that? 6 4 times 24. 4 carry 2, 4 3 times 12, 13, 1440. 1440 plus like any angle, that will again still, it will be huge. Check it. 1710 means 1440. 1710 means 1440 plus 270 degree. Now we have to figure out what is 270 degree. Do we know 270 degree? Do we know? If we know, then we can use that concept. Do we know 270 degree? When we have created the updated form of table, there have we written 3 pi by 2, which is, yeah, we know. When we have written previous class the table, there was an angle 3 pi by 2, or and in unit circle, if I will help you recalling that, this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, and this is 3 pi by 2. The coordinate is still same. Okay. So here the coordinate is x is, since it's a unit circle, x is 0 and y is -1. And the coordinate, our coordinate was cos x comma sin x. So cos 3 pi by 2 we have realized in the previous class. Cos 3 pi by 2 is 0 and sin 3 pi by 2 is -1. So last class we have written this angles. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Sin 3 pi by 2 and cos 3 pi by 2. I am showing you both the method. Sin 3 pi by 2, it's -1 and cos is 0. So if you want, you can break it like this. 364 times completely it will divide. Okay, 1710. 4 times if you will take, it will come 1440 and the remainder will be 270. So now we can write it like this. Cos divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is how this rule was there. Yes or no? Dividend is equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Can we write 1710 as like this? Can we? Can we?
Yes.
Okay. And it is nothing but cos 270 degree. And the result for cos 270 degree, if you will be able to recall, then it's great. The result is 0. I am showing you the other way also. The method 2. This was method 1. Method 2 is 360 into 5 is 1800. 360 into 5 is 1800. But here we are having 1710. So we will be writing it like this. Cos minus 1710 can be written as cos 1710. Okay. And we can write it as a cos 5 into 360, that is 1800. 1800, but we are having just 1710, that means 90 less. Getting it? 1710 means in 1710, if you will give 90, 90, then it will become 1800. Yes or no? Yes or no? Can you see it? Can you see it? 360 into 5 is 1800. Check it. Can we break 1710 like this? 360 into 5 is 1800. At first, while doing the division, we guessed that 5 times 15. So maybe it will go 5 times. And while checking, we realized that 5 times it is 1800. So can we break like this? Yes, we can break like this. 90 degrees coming over here. 5 into 360 is 1800, but we are having 90 less than that. Okay, and this is nothing but just now we have this formula that cos 2 pi minus theta is just cos theta. Okay, similarly cos n into 2 pi minus theta is just cos theta, so it is just cos theta. That is getting it. Ali and Alina, are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it crystal clear to both of you? Let's do a few more questions. Can I scroll down? Can I?
Ma'am, you can scroll down.
Now, if you understood the concept this was, then let's quick solving few questions. Sine 765 degree. We'll be trying with 360 into something is like what can we do? 3, 7. 3 2 times 6, 36. 2 times is it 78? 72. 72. Can you see? It became so simple. Can you see it? Which is nothing but just sine 45. And we know the value for sine 45. That is That is sin 45 डिग्री कितना होता है? 1/2, right? Right. Is there any confusion in this one? Yes, can I scroll down? Is there any confusion, Alina?
No, ma'am.
Let's do cosec -1410. अभी तो that was 1710. Now only we have done that was 1710. This is 1410. So cosec of minus theta is minus cosec theta. We know that because sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Cos of minus theta is just cos theta. And similarly for all the trigonometric ratio, tan of minus theta minus tan theta, cot of minus theta minus cot theta, cosec of minus theta minus cosec theta, sec of minus theta just sec theta due to this cos. Okay, so minus cosec theta. Now we will be focusing on our theta. Let's divide it with 360. Let's try breaking this angle. 3 and 14. 3 4 times 12, 36. 4 times we have to check. We are getting 1440. 1440. Okay, so maybe we can break it like this by subtracting a number, or maybe we can break by taking 36 into 3 by adding a certain. Okay, 36 360 into 4, if you will check, it is coming out as a 1440. Okay, if we will try breaking it like this, you can check it 1440 we are getting, but हमारे पास तो 1410 ही है, तो क्या हुआ 30 डिग्री सब्ट्रैक्ट करना पड़ेगा. We will be able to do it. हाँ या ना? Let's write it like this. Cosec 4 into 360. That is 1440, but we are having just 1410. Let's subtract 30 degree. Is it clear? Now only we have discussed that sine 2 pi minus theta is minus. Okay. Minus. Similarly, cosec, like the multiple of 2 pi minus theta is minus cosec theta. So the minus sign which is already there outside, it will be there, and the result of this one will be minus cosec 30. Are you getting it, Ali and Alina?
Yes, ma'am.
What is the value for cosec 30? Minus minus plus. Cosec 30 is is it getting clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do few more questions. Sine -11 pi by 3. जब डिग्री में होगा तो ट्राई करेंगे 360 डिग्री लेके सॉल्व करें. जब पाई में होगा तो पाई लेके सॉल्व. That's it. Okay. Sin minus theta is minus sin theta. नाउ अब इसको ब्रेक करने की कोशिश करेंगे. ये क्वेश्चन हमने अभी तक नहीं किया, राइट? 3 times 9, 11/3 को हम लोग ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं 3 2/3. ठीक है, बट यहाँ तो हमने बात कर रखा था कि इवन नंबर होना चाहिए. 11/3 को अगर हमने 11/3 को ऐसे ब्रेक कर दिया 3 + 2/3 कुछ ऐसा लिख दो तो हेल्प ही नहीं करेगा. यहाँ तो 3 हो, हमने तो बोला था 2 हो या फिर मल्टीपल ऑफ 2 हो. 3 वाला एंगल तो अभी तक हमने पढ़ा ही नहीं. अब क्या? ओके, तो यहाँ पे हम लोग 3 2/3 ये जो आ रहा है फ्रैक्शन, इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन 11/3 को जब हम लोगों ने चेंज किया तो क्या आया मिक्स फॉर्म में? मिक्स फॉर्म में ये आया. अब याद करो क्लास 9 में एक कंसेप्ट था कि ये 3 2/3 किसके बीच में लाई करेगा? 3 और 4 के बीच में. आया ना? 3 2/3 will be lying in between 3 and 4. Yes or no? So we will be thinking about, can we write this angle as a 4 minus any angle? Why 4 Because 3 was not the multiple of 2 and we need multiple of 2 at this particular time so that we can do the conversion. So 4 minus any angle, can we write it? What angle? We don't know, but the denominator is 3, that we know. What should be taken in the numerators part, that we are not sure about. Okay, the denominator was 3, we have written as it is 4 minus. Why 4 because 3 2/3 was coming, which is just in between 3 and 4. So 3 plus something is not working for this point of time, so 4 minus something we are trying to write. Okay, what is that fraction? What is that number which can be taken over here? So here we will be applying the logic. 4 minus what angle can be taken? Who will say? Ali and Alina. 4 में से कौन सा एंगल सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दे कि 11 π/3 मिल जाए? यहाँ डेनोमिनेटर में 3 होगा, इतना तो हमें पता ही है. अगर एलसीएम लेंगे रफ पार्ट में, अगर एलसीएम लेंगे तो एलसीएम क्या होगा? 3. न्यूमरेटर में क्या होगा? 12.
1.
पास है 11 तो 1, that means π/3. हाँ या ना? 1 π/3. परफेक्ट अलीना. Ali, are you getting it, Ali? Ali, are you getting it, Ali? Are you there? Are you there? Now only we have learned the rule that sine 2 minus theta is minus sine. Okay, we will be using over here. One minus sign was already there, one minus sign more proved, and this is our answer. Minus plus sine π/3. That means √3. Any confusion, Ali and Alina? Ali, are you getting? Ali, are you there, Ali? Please just confirm whether you understood or not. Now the last question. Cot minus 15 π/2. Cot of minus theta minus cot theta. Okay, minus cot. Now 15 π/4. Let's do the division. 15 को 4 से डिवाइड करें, 4 3 टाइम्स 12, फिर से कुछ ऐसा ऑड नंबर आ गया। ध्यान से देखो, ध्यान से देखो, 15 पाई बाई 4 को जैसे ही हमने ब्रेक करने की कोशिश की, 15 बाई 4 को, हमारे पास एक मिक्स फ्रैक्शन आया जो कि 3 बाई 4 है, जिसको हम लोग ऐसे लिख सकते हैं 3 पाई प्लस 3 पाई बाई 4। अब ये 3 पाई तो वर्क ही नहीं कर रहा है। एंगल के बारे में तो सोचेंगे बाद में, पहले तो ये 3 पाई तो ऑड नंबर है, ऑड मल्टीपल ऑफ पाई। वी नीड द मल्टीपल ऑफ 2 पाई, या तो 2 पाई हो, या फिर 4 पाई हो, या फिर 6 पाई हो, कुछ ऐसा चाहिए हमें। ठीक है, तो यहाँ से ये पता लग रहा है कि ये 3 बाई 4 किसके बीच में लाई करेगा, 3 और 4 के बीच में। 3 प्लस समथिंग तो वर्क ही नहीं कर रहा है, अब 4 माइनस समथिंग करेंगे। ठीक है, 4 पाई माइनस समथिंग बाई 4, what will be that something in the numerator? Alina,
Pi.
16. Okay, now sine 2 pi minus theta minus sine cos 2 pi minus theta, just cos theta. So from here, are we getting that what 2 pi minus theta will be sin 2 pi minus cos 2 pi minus theta by sin 2 pi minus theta. That is, it will also be negative, yes or no? Because
Yes, ma'am.
n is negative, so it will also be negative. One negative sign will copy paste as it is, one negative sign